All right, fantastic. Look, what we're going to do this afternoon is just look at the setup of the power meter, the Quark SRAM Red power meter, getting it set up to utilize a GARMIN 500 head unit, and we will then also calibrate it with the Wahoo kicker and run through a calibration for the Wahoo kicker. Okay, so just really simply, when we come to set up or go out on any single bike ride, it's really important to calibrate your power meter. The data is the most specific and most important thing, so we need to make sure we do our zero offset. So to do a zero offset, you need to first make sure that the SRAM Red power meter is activated, and to do that you can simply just do a couple of back turns. That activates the reed switches and will turn on the power meter. And then if you want to come in closer, you'll be able to see what you're going to do within the Garmin head unit. When we are setting up the SRAM Red Quark power meter, we need to do a calibration. And to calibrate and to set up the head unit, you'll go through these vital processes. When you have your main screen selected and the power is turned on, you hold down the enter button or page menu button to select this screen. When in this screen, you will scroll down to settings and again hit the enter page menu button. Again, hit the enter page menu button to bring up bike settings. You will then scroll down once to the bike that you wish to calibrate the power meter for. In this case, this has been set up before in mountain bike. So you will enter that setting, and I will scroll down to bike time trial, which this bike is, and select it with the enter page menu button. Once I've done that, I will go back, and as you notice, because this is calibrated and receives that particular identification from that power meter, it has told me that a power meter has been picked up. I will then scroll down to ANT plus power and again hit the enter page menu button. Once this is done, you need to make sure that when you test with the cranks are set to the 12 PM to 6 PM setting with the drive side crank facing upwards. Once that's done, make sure you go down to calibrate and hit the enter page menu button. And as you can see, the head unit is going through the calibration process. Successful calibration, the zero offset for this calibration is 181. Once you've done that, it's ready to go. You can go back, back again, back once more, and back again, and you're ready to ride the bike. It is important to remember that the zero offset number should only vary maybe plus or minus 40 points, or 40 in number. Generally, if it's drifting more than this over a period of time, there could be a reason for that. That is big fluctuations in temperature, or your crankset bolts are not done up tightly enough, and that is affecting the strain gauges within the cranks. If you're seeing bigger drifts in numbers than that, make sure that you test and make sure you torque the crankset bolts to between 10 to 12 Newton meters, depending upon the type of crank bolts you are using, and make sure that you look at the temperature difference between inside and outside of the house. Fantastic, you're ready to go and have a ride.
Let's quickly walk through the apps and software that's potentially a page that controls the kicker. So again, it will originally be